The 3 best resistance band exercises for your shoulders, at least in my opinion. For exercising shoulders on push day or upper body day, my number one, the one that I always do, is the overhead press with the resistance band. Fantastic exercise. Just anchor it under your feet, get to work, just like if you're doing a barbell. You can do it unilaterally. I never do it unilaterally. I try to avoid unilateral exercises just for time's sake. But the overhead press, it works your anterior delts and your medial delts just fine. I don't ever bother doing front raises with bands or things like that. I just do an overhead press. I don't do upright rows. All kinds of shoulder exercises that you can do. But with the resistance bands, I just go straight to the overhead press. That's my vertical pushing movement. It's fine. It usually handles everything. There's other options. I don't do them. Just being honest with you. I don't really see much of a reason to. Just a basic overhead press is really all you need for your front medial delts. The second one is an anchored exercise. It's a face pull. Work your rear delts. There are other rear delt exercises you can use resistance bands for, but I just like the face pulls. And I like to do it anchored. Though you can do it unanchored. You can do it sitting down and wrapping it around your feet and then just doing it that way. If you don't have an anchor point, but you should have an anchor. You can get the Undersun indoor-outdoor anchors, the best resistance band anchor on the market. It hasn't been beat. You can anchor it inside. You can anchor it outside. Anywhere you can find a pole or a tree branch or something to anchor it to. So you can always get your face pulls in. So that would be my number 2. It's the only rear delt exercise I ever do with resistance bands. Works them just fine. It's great, actually. I like face pulls with resistance bands better than cable machines or even trying to do rear delt flies with dumbbells. It's just great. So that's the only rear delt exercise you really need to bother with. But you can do it unanchored, and then there's other ways to do that. They have these, just a pull apart, hit your rear delts. But I mean, just the face pulls, my favorite. I think it's just the best one. The only one that I ever do in my workouts for my rear delts. My third favorite, if I had to pick 3, is the lateral raise. Because sometimes if you just don't feel like you hit your medial delt, even though you probably did on more than just your shoulder exercises. I mean, more than just your overhead press. I mean, your whole shoulder should be working in a lot of your exercises, but just a lateral raise, you can do it unilaterally. I never do it. I always do it bilateral. But that would be my third pick. And I do actually sometimes feel like I just want to make sure I beat up my medial delt pretty good. And so if I don't think that I did during like a upper day or a push day, I will throw in a few sets of lateral raises. And that's it. There's a whole bunch of shoulder exercises that you can do with resistance bands. Those are really the only 3 that I ever do, ever. I mean, it's not like I don't ever do front raises. I'm just saying that I don't do them with resistance bands when I train with resistance bands. I just don't. These are the only 3. So if you're trying to put together a workout and you're saying, I need to hit shoulder, do overhead press and face pulls, and you should be fine. And if you just must, do lateral raises. But these are the only 3 that you ever need to do, ever. Now, if you're doing like a shoulder day, because you're doing like a bro split, just do these 3 with more sets. If that's your thing. I don't do bro splits anymore unless I'm following the Undersun programming, which I haven't done in a while, and maybe I need to go revisit that, but it's not really my thing. But I do like their programming. But I just do those 3 exercises. That's it. Anyway, I'm trying to drag this out longer than it needs to be, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop and say these are the only 3 shoulder exercises, in my opinion, that you ever need to do, and they're probably the best. Agree, disagree, let me know in the comments. If you like the video, click the like button. If you don't like the video, click the dislike button. Don't care either way. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. And if you want to support Theology Geek Fitness, you can go to patreon.com/theologygeekfitness. I appreciate you watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.